I studied abroad in Florence, Italy during my fall of 2017. So I went with a program called ISA, which is International Studies Abroad. I was a sophomore, so I was pretty young because most people go like their junior year. It's called like your junior year abroad. Yeah, it was the best 3 months of my life. I lived in the most beautiful city in the world and I made a lot of friends.
One of the main reasons I wanted to study abroad was a change of pace. I would also say semester at sea as a program itself was really appealing to me, and just the idea of being able to sail around the world was a reason to go.
I was very shy before studying abroad. You're forced to be outgoing, and I was, and like because of that I made like the best friends like I'll ever have.
The ship is really unique because we don't have any Wi-Fi, and obviously there's no cell service out in the middle of the ocean, so especially our generation, it was really hard.
I mean, Florence in itself is a small city, but there's a lot going on. Something unique that I did in particular, I taught ESL when I was there. So I taught English to Italian students, like in a real Florence public school.
We would have class like on deck and people would look over and be like, oh my god, there's a dolphin out there, and everyone would run to the window. Sometimes professors canceled classes because the seas were too rough and people were getting sick. A lot of our curriculum was focused on the ocean or the places that we were going, which is obviously unique to the program since we went to so many different places.
So my position in particular is National Student Exchange Assistant. I also do a lot of general things like marketing. I make flyers. I do PowerPoint presentations, info tables.
So in the office, I mostly advise students and create different materials for students to view, like brochures and flyers. I also run Montclair's Study Abroad General Information Sessions every week.
I went to 9 different countries during my time abroad. So I was in Italy, I lived there. We went to Switzerland, Czechoslovakia, Prague, Amsterdam, which is in the Netherlands, France, Germany, Croatia, Brussels, Belgium. We drove through Slovenia and then Vatican City, which is in Rome, but it's technically a country. Oh, in Poland we drove through as well.
I went to Hawaii, Japan, China, Vietnam, Myanmar, India, Mauritius, South Africa, Ghana, Morocco, Portugal, the Netherlands, and Germany. My favorite was probably Morocco, I would say. I just think the culture is really interesting and the architecture was really cool. I also got to spend the entire time I was there with my friends.
It's like an investment going abroad. If someone came in, you know, was hesitant, I would just say weigh your pros and cons. Like, can you afford this financially? Are your parents okay with this? You know, can it fit in with your academics? Because ultimately, like, you're here for school and you're here to get your degree.
To anyone who is interested in studying abroad but maybe has some hesitation, I would tell them that the only thing holding you back is your own fears. I think the rewards definitely outweigh the risk. This program was really interesting to me, especially my voyage specifically, because it was a circumnavigation. So I started in one place, went entirely around the world, and ended in the same place. And I thought that was really interesting and really poetic. Like I said, I'm a writer, so I'm a sucker for that kind of thing.
I definitely knew I wanted to work in the office when I got back, just because I felt like I had such a positive experience studying abroad, and I wanted to utilize that and share it with other students and like show them like you could have this experience as well. I wanted to be, you know, a tool and a resource because I felt like I had a lot of, you know, experience with it. I love working here. It's a great environment, and it's good to like kind of talk to students and like almost relive, you know, my past and hearing where they're going. Every time a student walks in, I'm just like, where are you going? And they're like, today some girl was like, New Zealand, and I'm like, ah, that's so cool.
I didn't really expect to get this opportunity, but it just kind of like was there. Like I was getting emails for the job opening and it sounded perfect to me.
Everyone goes through like post-study abroad depression, and I certainly did, and I made really good friends when I studied abroad. Like leaving them was the hardest part. It was nice to be able to talk to them and be like, man, I really wish we were at that gelato shop right now, like sitting outside eating gelato together, or like I really wish we were in like the piazza like having spaghetti and whatever. It's sad, but it's happy because I got to experience it and I'm so grateful. And I couldn't have like asked for a better experience. It's changed my life in every way, shape, and form.
When am I ever gonna see 12 countries in the span of 112 days ever again? It's such a unique experience. It was definitely worth every penny, and I would do it again in a heartbeat if I could.